Good evening, everyone. I've been hearing a lot of talk about the new habitat corridors that are being thought about being put in, and I just want to see if I can shed some light on this issue. To start, habitat corridors are strips of habitat that connect two otherwise isolated strips of the same habitat. And these corridors have been shown to improve biodiversity because they reduce habitat fragmentation, and habitat fragmentation is one of the leading causes of loss of biodiversity in areas. Let's look at a little example of one. You see, we have two habitats that are the same here, but there's a big gap in between them, and it's going to be very difficult for most plants and animals that aren't extremely mobile to cross this and exchange genetic information and reach new resources. Now, when we add a corridor, we're able to exchange genetic information and also go and find resources that might be in this one or and not this one or vice versa. Now, there's a lot of benefits to these corridors, but there are also some negatives. One of the negatives is that they may facilitate the spread of invasive species. One study found that fire ants actually could use these corridors to spread, and then by using these corridors, they're able to outcompete the native ants in an area. And fire ants are one of the biggest, most pervasive invasive species we have in our area, and it's important that we don't facilitate their spread. However, fire ants are very good at spreading on their own and don't necessarily need these corridors to spread. This is why, even though there is a slight risk of helping these ants spread, as long as we continue our management practices for controlling their spread, we shouldn't have much of an issue. The benefits of having these corridors are so much greater than the possible drawbacks. They will greatly increase biodiversity of plants and animals in our area and really help reduce the negative effects that anthropogenic habitat fragmentation is causing. I hope all of you consider adding these corridors to your areas, and I think that we should continue to build them in our area. Thank you.